Delivering a strong, meaningful promo is one of the most important elements of being a pro wrestler. This is especially the case in companies such as WWE, where promo work is everything, as it's the key to selling matches and getting character motivations over. Over the years, there have been some absolute megastars in the wrestling world that are legitimate draws, but have failed to master the art of the promo. Thankfully for these wrestlers, they've been able to either fall back on a manager or rely on their endless charisma to help them keep their status as a top guy in whatever promotion they found themselves in. Join us now as Wrestlelamia looks at 10 wrestling megastars who couldn't cut a promo to save their life. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new channel, Wrestlelamia Shorts. Number 10. Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy is undeniably one of the biggest stars of all time. Beginning his career as part of the Hardy Boys in WWE, Jeff was the standout of the two, as he had a unique look and had fantastic in-ring work that stood out for all the right reasons. By 2008, Jeff's popularity had peaked, and WWE finally committed to giving Jeff a world title run. Whilst this was welcomed by fans, there was something holding Jeff back from truly emerging as the face of the company, and that was his promo ability. Jeff always struggled with his promo work, and for whatever reason, he just never improved in this avenue. When Jeff worked as a heel in TNA in 2010, his promo work was lackluster at best, and it was clear that Jeff should talk as little as possible. But promo work aside, this has never impacted Jeff's ability to draw money or keep his popularity with the overall fan base in whatever company he's been in. Number 9. Lita. For over 2 decades, Lita has taken her place as one of the most influential female talents to ever step foot in a WWE ring. Lita's work was way ahead of her time, as herself, along with other talents such as Trish Stratus, Ivory and Jacqueline, all highlighted that the women in WWE could have excellent matches. And it wasn't all about how someone looked. Even though Lita was tremendous in the ring, one thing that was always struggled to grasp was promos. Whether it was as a heel or a lovable babyface, her promo work simply lacked the conviction needed for a strong promo. This is why some fans rank Trish Stratus above Lita in their personal rankings. Stratus worked endlessly on her promo work, and by the time she eventually retired in 2006, she was able to deliver compelling promos as both a babyface and a heel, and this was ultimately why WWE put so much faith into Stratus to be the face of the women's division. Number 8. Lex Luger. Now, at one stage, it looked like Lex Luger was going to be the next Hulk Hogan and subsequently become the new face of WWE. This didn't happen for a number of reasons, but one of the reasons that Luger struggled to build a true connection with the fans was his terrible promo work. Luger looked the part and his in-ring work wasn't bad, but whenever he cut a promo, it was awkward and cringeworthy. During Luger's work as a total package in WCW, his promo work was extensively criticized, and it was lucky that Luger had star power and his appearance to fall back on. Number 7. Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley's work in recent years has received critical acclaim. Lashley's in-ring work has vastly improved, and he's managed to find the right character at the right time. And this ultimately led to Lashley winning the title in 2021 in a well-deserved victory, and Lashley was brilliant as WWE Champion, and his run was exactly what the WWE product needed at the time. Lashley always had what it took to reach the top of WWE, but his promo work has just always missed the mark. When Lashley debuted in the WWE during the Ruthless Aggression era, it was evident that Lashley lacked confidence in this department. Then, when Lashley returned to WWE in 2018, Lashley struggled with the poor scripted material WWE were giving him, but they came up with a great solution to this in 2020 when they paired MVP with him. This was an ingenious pairing, as MVP was a gifted talker and he added so much to Lashley's presentation. In fact, this pairing was so great that we could deliver a full-length video on why it was so successful. Lashley is never seemingly going to be able to pull it all together when it comes to his solo promo work, but fans are willing to forgive this because Lashley is so good at everything else. He doesn't need to cut a 20-minute monologue to sell whatever storyline he's involved in. Number 6. Rob Van Dam. During his time in ECW, RVD cut a number of notable promos, but when he arrived in WWE in 2001, his promo work went dramatically downhill. Every time that RVD cut a promo, it was one note and always had the same tone and pacing. When RVD had to cut promos to try and sell blood feuds or world title matches, fans struggled to take him seriously, and it also didn't help that the scripted material WWE were giving him weren't exactly the best. But there was one major exception to RVD's poor promo ability, and this was at the One Night Stand show in 2005. RVD cut a clearly unscripted promo, and it was like the RVD of old. Sadly, when RVD eventually returned to television, the WWE version of RVD had surfaced, and once again he was struggling when it came to his promo work. Number 5. Sid. A former WWE champion, Psycho Sid, aka Sid Vicious, had a fantastic look and was a rather interesting character, particularly in late WCW. But the issue with Sid was that whenever he opened his mouth and cut a promo, any mystique he had disintegrated. Sid was atrocious on the mic, and he would often ramble, and even attempting to give Sid scripted material was a total waste of time. Sid would botch promo after promo during his career, and one infamous promo in WCW saw Sid accidentally state that he had half a brain. And whilst he was never CM Punk on the mic, he was able to keep his position as a top guy throughout the 90s, which was some achievement, and one day Sid will no doubt be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Number 4. Goldberg. When Goldberg first arrived at WCW, WCW relied on squash matches to get him over. This worked well for an extended period, but when WCW attempted to flesh out Goldberg's character, that's when the problems began to surface. Goldberg simply wasn't cut out to cut long promos, and when he had to cut any lengthy type of promo in WCW, it fell completely flat. In hindsight, he should have remained silent throughout his WCW career, but nevertheless it's understandable that they eventually wanted a character with a little more substance. Upon his WWE debut in 2003, WWE went the opposite route. Instead of squash matches, he would have lengthy pay-per-view matches with the likes of Jericho and Triple H, and to sell these matches, Goldberg was forced to cut promos in the middle of the ring. The majority of these were poorly received, as the former world champion just looked uncomfortable delivering a promo. During Goldberg's second WWE run, which began in 2016, they've kept Goldberg's promo work short and sweet, and most of the promo work has been delivered by his opponents. Number 3. Bret Hart. There's simply no argument when it comes to labeling Bret Hart as one of the best in-ring workers of all time. Hart was a superb pro wrestler, and his matches with the likes of Shawn Michaels and Stone Cold Steve Austin are legendary. However, one of the criticisms that was often directed towards Hart during his career was his ability in the promo department. He was never a master at delivering a promo, but that didn't mean he was terrible. It was just that Hart had a monotone, often lackluster way of delivering a babyface promo. Hart's promo work as a heel in '97 was 10 times better, and would even say that Hart's work as a promo guy during this era is underrated. Number 2. Rey Mysterio. 2003 Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio has had an iconic career where he luckily hasn't had to rely on his promo ability. Mysterio has a distinct masked look, and this has been combined with game-changing innovative ring work, which has solidified Mysterio as one of the all-time greats. Mysterio has always had a weakness when it comes to his promo ability, and this was present both in WCW and WWE. In WWE, Mysterio had to adapt and talk way more than he did in WCW, but this was particularly the case when Mysterio became a main eventer in 2006. Mysterio lacked and arguably continues to lack presence when it comes to delivering a promo. Negative criticisms directed at Mysterio's promo work aside, nobody can negate Mysterio's contributions to the world of pro wrestling, and he's going to continue to inspire wrestlers and fans for generations to come. And number 1, Brock Lesnar. WWE struck gold when they debuted Lesnar in 2002. He was instantly aligned with Paul Heyman, which was a stroke of genius, as Heyman was amazing on the mic and he would do everything in his power to get Lesnar over. Lesnar would end up being one of the biggest stars on the planet, but his individual promo work has often been mocked by fans. When Lesnar branched into his own in late 2002, it became clear that Lesnar wasn't exactly the best when it came to delivering a promo. He would often look rattled when cutting a live promo, and he often botched certain lines. But upon his return to the company in 2012, he would eventually be once again joined by Paul Heyman, which was a smart move as Lesnar was notoriously struggling to deliver WWE's heavily scripted material. But there you have it, folks, 10 WWE megastars who couldn't cut a promo to save their life. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.